today we have Miss Leah. She's our children's pastor, and we're going to interview her today. We have a few questions that we're going to ask her. And we're going to ask the first one, or me?
Me.
Okay, you can ask her.
Okay. How did you become a children's pastor?
How did I become? Well, that's a good question. Actually, I was praying and the Lord spoke to me and He told me that I was supposed to be the children's pastor here. And so I came and I talked to Pastor Steve and I told him what I felt like the Lord was saying, and he prayed about it. And it took a couple of years, but then he came back to me and he felt like it was the right timing. And then he asked me if I wanted to come and be the children's pastor. And I said, yes. I was waiting because I knew it was what the Lord wanted.
Okay, I think I'll ask the next question. What's your favorite part about teaching in the kids ministry?
My favorite part about teaching, I think that my favorite part is when I'm teaching something and I see you understand it. When I see the lights go on and you go, oh, that's it. And you know that Jesus can do things in your life. That's my favorite part.
And then you ask the next question.
What's your favorite song you've done in the kids ministry?
Oh my goodness, there's so many and they're so fun. I love all the worship songs.
What's your favorite?
So It Is Finished is kind of my favorite right now because it talks about everything that Jesus did for us. But honestly, again, with the worship, my favorite song is the song that all of you kids connect with, because that takes you into the presence of God. And when I know that you're going into His presence, then that's the best song, So it can be a different one each week. But I love to worship. And I love it when we all can dance around and have fun. That's fun.
The next question says, how long have you been a children's pastor?
So
I think that's really long.
Is it really long?
I feel like ever since I was born, you were a kids pastor.
But I was a volunteer I've been a volunteer in children's ministry at this church and at other churches for over 30 years.
Wow.
But as far as really being a children's pastor, this month it's 3 years. So just 3 years. But I've served and worked with children for, I think, more like 33 years. So always been working with kids, always loved working with kids.
Anybody want to ask the next one?
Yes. Has being a mom helped with being a children's pastor?
Absolutely. Y'all know I have 8 children. And so raising all those kids, I had to learn what the Lord wanted to teach them. And so He showed me a lot of different ways, because with 8 children, there's 8 different personalities and 8 different ways of learning things. And so the Lord, He opened the door for me to learn how to teach different kids. And so I think it's been very important. And also He taught me how to be patient and to just not get all upset. Kids make noise. Kids like to wiggle. We always talk about getting all the wiggles out, So we like to move and stuff. And I learned that from having my own children, so it's helped a lot. I don't get bothered if someone's not just sitting still staring at me listening. So I don't even like that. That's kind of uncomfortable, right? I'd rather see you getting excited and listening to what I'm saying. So
What's the most challenging part?
oh my goodness, the most challenging part is, I guess, just really making sure that I heard the Lord, that I know what I'm supposed to be teaching.
So maybe making sure that it was God's voice?
Yes, just really making sure that on this day, this is what God wants for me to say. That I don't want to ever just do something just to do it, because there's a lot of good things to do, but there's only one God thing to do. And we want to do the God thing when He's telling us, don't we? So that would be the most challenging. That and just getting lots of volunteers to help with things. So Those are the
Okay,
challenging
I'm
things.
gonna ask the next
One
question.
more thing.
Let me see. Okay. What's your favorite verse?
Oh, one of my favorite verses is delight yourself in the Lord and he will grant you the desires of your heart. And so I've always liked that because I delight in the Lord. I like to worship the Lord. I like to talk to the Lord
I
and
know my
think about
favorite
him.
verse.
What is yours?
The one sitting on the throne said, "Look, I am making everything new."
That's
Revelation.
awesome.
Revelations. That is my favorite book of the Bible and my favorite verse.
That's so awesome. I love it.
Another question is, what's your favorite book in the Bible?
My favorite book in the Bible. Oh my goodness. That's hard because
Mine
there's
is
so much.
Revelation.
Mine, Genesis.
Yours is Genesis?
It's the first one. And it's the first one.
See, I like the book of John a lot. And I love all of the word,
Me too.
but I read a lot in Psalms, Isaiah, and John. I read a lot in those three.
Isaiah is in the Old Testament.
Yes, Isaiah is in the Old Testament. And Isaiah is a prophet, and he prophesied a lot about the coming of Jesus. How he would be born and what he was going to do and how he would change everything. And so I like to read about that and then read in John where he did come and he did all the things that Isaiah said he was going to do.
Mama, she tells me that she reads in. I think she said it was Proverbs that she reads.
Proverbs. Proverbs is good too. Yeah.
Emma, do you have anything to say?
Jesus loves you.
And we love you too. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you for having me.
Uh-huh.
And make sure to subscribe and leave a comment down below.
Bye.